And 5. Romo and now Gonzalez. They'll spot the ball at the 33, a 43-yard attempt.
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. It gotta fucking mean something to you. It's more than a job. It's your fucking livelihood. How well do you know your job? How well can you do your job? Well, you can't sugarcoat that shit. It was in the fucking excusable, and there's no fucking answer for it. There's no excuse for it. That's what you tell them in the locker room. Look in the fucking mirror.
And here goes Patrick Mahomes, and he's got his receiver at the 30. Another big hit. Thornton grabbed it. There go flags. He's down and injured at the 30-yard line of the Chargers. Jefferson was in there, and a conversation afterwards. In fact, more than that.
Well, I'm sure the Chargers know that it's Jefferson that's had the big hit. He had the big hit on Rashee Rice a couple of times, and most specifically on this drive. And then that time with the hit on Thornton.
Down player is Tyquan Thornton. As we've had multiple.
You see Rashee Rice and Jefferson going at it now. Somehow they let them back together.
Number 23. This penalty will be added to the end of the play. It's first down.
So as this was just going on, like I said, Rashee Rice somehow found his way through the Chargers and the coaching staff to get to Jefferson. Here's the play one more time. Thornton up the seam. The hit to the head or neck area. Jefferson helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet. And then the aftermath.
There's Jefferson right here in the middle. 4 Chiefs coming. But then as all this is going on and we're talking, Kevin, Rashee Rice finds his way back, and they had to be separated once again.
Well, the good news is Thornton is off the field.
23 has been disqualified from the football game.
And Jefferson is gone. So now they're without 2 important players. The injured Molden, the ejected Jefferson. Inside the 5 on Hurts on a deflected ball. Here is the helmet-to-helmet hit. As you see Thornton down, but he did get up and walk off, and he is being evaluated in the blue tent, as you might imagine.
Steps on a lot of routes, it takes others to go 9.
21, here is Jones with a flag down. He'll get about 6 to 14. Look out here is Carson and Jefferson involved, and the flag comes in. That was a little more than pushing and shoving. That was punch throw. See how Scott Novak and his crew work through this.
There are fouls against both teams on the play. Legal shift on the offense, number 1. It's moving, didn't reset. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 21. By rule, we enforce the defensive foul from the previous spot, half the distance. First down.
Yeah, that happened exactly in the Minnesota game last week as well.
When this started happening, I saw 2 flags. I go, that's not fair. These are good blocks. Jefferson, all those are good, clean blocks. And I thought they were going to call it on both of them. But here's the one that got called well after the play. Jefferson stayed within the game itself and drew the additional yardage and laughed at him.
Pickett in trouble. Pickett sacked by Brandon Graham.
His first sack since coming out of retirement earlier this year.
16-year veteran that's played in more games than any player in franchise history. There is a flag down in the secondary.
Yeah, came in late after the whistle, and you can see now the officials are trying to break up the scrum. They'll sort this out and see who they've got to imagine it's some sort of personal foul. You're a great dude. I hated playing against you.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense and both by number 33.
Wow.
Holding, that penalty is declined by number 33. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, also by number 33. The play ended behind the line of scrimmage. Will enforce 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Well, we go from the good vibes of Brandon Graham to the bad news of the penalty that's going to...
It was a dead ball foul. We will go from the dead ball spot, not the previous spot. First down for Las Vegas.
That defense that he's always had. We'll get another late look here at Cooper DeJean. I mean, Tyler Lockett sought him out, got in his face, and then gives a little flop, but...
So that breathes new life into this offense here. 2nd and 10, down to 40 seconds. Jackson feels the pocket starts to collapse. Another marker thrown. This is Ali, who had the 30-yard touchdown catch earlier. It's going to put him down right around the target line. Boy, officials getting knocked all over the place. Guys pushing and shoving as the jawing continues.
What is going on right now?
It looks like Brad Allen a little bit slow to get to his feet.
And he threw the flag on whoever ran into him.
The last thing you want to do here is pick up any kind of penalty. Stanley was hot. There's another flag thrown right there from Allen. So they're right on the boundary of the field goal range here.
Or, you know, something that...
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, PA. Holding, defense, 5. The penalty's offset. We'll replay the down.
All right, so that'll wipe away the 6-yard completion.
Oh, this is Tracy. Tracy to the Commanders' 20-yard line. Final minute of this 3rd quarter with the Giants on the move, trailing by 8. And now some extracurricular activity.
And a flag.
Here's Vinovich.
After the play was over, personal foul. Officer 61. 15-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's on the center, John Michael Schmitz.
So there's John Michael Schmitz, their center. He keeps going. He keeps going. He's working on safety Will Harris. Will Harris didn't like it. And Greg Van Roten gets in there. Now everyone's in there, but then Schmitz goes back after Will Harris, and that's where they throw the penalty.
Play of the drive. Remember, 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns for the Jags. ETN, shifty in the backfield, gets close to the first down marker. And a flag comes in.
It's getting chippy.
It's getting a little chippy, yep.
The Jags are kind of a chippy team.
Oliver, 8th-year pro out of Colorado.
At the end of the play, dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 7. 15-yard penalty, down counts, 3rd down.
So Brian Thomas called for that penalty.
Well, and the key thing there is the down counts. So now instead of 2nd and 2, it's going to be 3rd and 17. Play is over. Gives them one last hit. Man, the Jets aren't that far from Broadway. They do a really nice job acting. I think they're 2 for 2.
He's looking for more here, and he's got more. First down run for Jonathan Taylor. DeMarcus Lawrence on the tackle for Seattle.
Good job getting right up the middle by Jonathan Taylor and picking up the first down. And on first down,
historically so good against the blitz.
Some back out. Freiermuth makes the catch, and he gets popped, and it's Jordan Brooks who delivered the hit to avoid the first down, and now a flag comes in after the play. You saw Brooks and Freiermuth get into it a little bit, and we'll see who it's against.
Yeah, if this is a penalty on the Dolphins for taunting or based on the hit he put on Freiermuth.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, defense number 20, a 15-yard penalty, first down. That is number 20's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul towards potential disqualification.
We'll go back and take a look at the end of this play. Here he comes in at the end of it with the hit on Freiermuth. I personally didn't see anything after the play, but we'll take a look at it and see if we can't follow it. I know the official that threw the flag, he was quite a ways away.
Yeah, Troy, it was number 20 standing over him. That's a point of clarification and emphasis from the competition committee. They want that call. They've instructed officials to call it.
That's ridiculous. I mean, that's not much. That's not much at all, in my opinion. I don't know. I think it's a terrible call, and I'm not excusing the behavior.
The Packers have been looking for more of those calls. They got one here, 1st and 20. Franklin trying to split the defenders. 3 Packers are there, including Nixon. And now a flag comes out after all that aggression at the end of the play and the end of the whistle.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 20. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Bullard is called for that as he came over to try to assist Nixon, who had that big saving interception last week. And they continue to push. Ooh.
Yep.
A little awkward. Being driven into the ground.
Yep, too much. But that's the way this team plays. And Franklin knows, and he's actually been great this year.
Safety for New Orleans. And a first down for Young. Play action. Dowdle hits Howden, cleans the pocket for Young, and he will be ushered out of bounds by Cameron Jordan. As we check in, there's a marker on the sideline with some post-play shenanigans. So let's see what we have. Jordan having some words.
Yeah, you're going to see right here Bryce Young runs to the outside. And then he gets hit by Cam Jordan as he's going out of bounds. And Ike Ekwonu, the left tackle, comes over to lay down the law and let him know, hey, I'm not going to let you do that to my quarterback.
I know you love that.
Oh, you got to have a guy that's willing to get into a bar fight with you.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 79. This is a 15-yard penalty enforced from the end of the run, down count, second down.
Yeah, the really harmful part of that is it's after the play.
Correct. You're going to see him. He comes in there and he lets Cam Jordan know, hey, man, you can't be doing that to my quarterback, bruh. And you never want to say it's okay to get one of those types of penalties because it definitely hurts your team and it hurts you on this drive.
Sure.
But from a quarterback perspective and a team perspective on that sideline, something like that could spark something for your team to say, we have our quarterbacks back. Maybe we don't get it back on this drive, but for the rest of the game.
From the 24, gonna flip it. CD spins away from Dallas Turner, spins again, and those purple guys are there. Loss of 5 against the Minnesota defense. Oh, they were guilty of a face mask there. This defense that had a shutout last week, limited Washington to 206 yards. Different story tonight for Kevin O'Connell's team. There is the face mask right there. On the pull down by Levi Drake Rodriguez.
Frankly, that's what makes it so fun.
Shovel pass, already got a touchdown on this today. Make it 2. Dallas Goedert high stepping in.
Goddard's a drop away from having 3 of the easiest touchdowns of his career. He got the shovel to get the game started down on the goal line, and then
Darnold in the shotgun. Darnold, and he's got Smith and Jigba at the 35. And again, the fans looking for a penalty. Jermaine Pratt on the tackle. Remember, Seattle now cannot stop the clock. They have Colts. Let's take another look at the end of that play. You can see Mike McDonald and the Seattle fans all fired up. Keep an eye on Jermaine Pratt here at the end.
Got him wrapped up, and he's raking at it. And just as you described, Jason, you see that left hand trying to keep him off the ground. They can be upset all they want. That's a big, savvy veteran play right there.
Yeah, I said Franklin, but it was Pratt. Absolutely, does nothing wrong on that play.
Nicked up with an ankle injury in the first half. Here is a catch by Julian Hill, and he survived the hit from Patrick Queen and gets a first down. And Hill gets up pointing at Queen, who delivered the blow.
Well, Patrick Queen, he's had himself a nice night, and he's been roaming around, and he just keeps it in front of him and comes up, puts a big hit on him. Ball that's behind. You saw that one coming with Julian Hill as soon as he's trying to make the play, and Patrick Queen coming up. Certainly nothing dirty with it.
Mechie comes in motion. Cook to his left. Pass is complete to his left. He's got the first down to Mitchell. Newsome was in on the coverage. And now flags come in. We got fights going on the other side of the field. Adonai Mitchell got locked up with Greg Newsome, who was in on the coverage.
At the end of the play, dead ball, personal foul, defense number 6, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
All right, so Newsome is called for the penalty. He and Adonai Mitchell got locked in.
I think it's a nice job by Adonai going down to the ground. I don't know. That was a little bit of an acting job there.
2nd and 9 to the outside. That pass is incomplete. That is Kobe Bryant, who low bridges Evans. Woo.
Well, they have targeted him on this drive alone 4 or 5 times. That's 6 for the entire night. So I think Baker especially is just looking for 37. You know, whether it's Mike Evans, Emeka Egbuka, and this time 37, Bryant gets the best of the Buccaneer receiver.
In the NFL, it's fine. In the NBA, that's a flagrant foul.
Right.
3rd and 9.
Here is give to Achane on 2nd down and 5, a gain of 3. Talk about the numbers as Patrick Queen starts to mix it up a little bit. Tua has thrown for below 175 yards.
For warm-ups, you can see Alex Singleton with a push on Rashawn Gary, and a fight breaks out. The Broncos, Drake Greenlaw in the middle of the Packers pack, having words, being held back, several players on both teams getting into it. But finally, they went their separate ways. But wouldn't be surprised if this